One of the things that we have to learn to do is to take God at His word. Learn to take Him at His word and act on His word. Act. We have lots of Christians who probably have never been taught to take God at His word. So sometimes it's as though God said one thing and they are thinking of another. And my thinking is, we learn to disbelieve God from so many teachers. Maybe that's the problem. We learn to disbelieve God from so many teachers. Now, these teachers are not teachers of the Word of God, of course, but they are teachers of environment, all kinds of materials, information that we are open to. For example, when you are used to hearing politicians make promises and not keeping the promises, you grow up in that environment where you have no trust. You don't believe in anything. Or even when you were a kid, they started teaching you how to lie. Did you ever know, I don't know if that happened with you when you were a kid, but when I was a kid, I remember some kids nicknamed somebody, Uncle Promise and Fail. Because, they knew him to make promises and never kept them. Promise and fail. Where do children learn to lie? From home. They are taught to lie. They are taught to have no faith in words. Tell him I'm not at home. And then the child goes and says, he said I should tell you that he's not at home. Then they beat him for not saying it the other way. He told the truth, and they beat him for telling the truth. He has to lie, so he learns to lie. Then we spend a whole lifetime trying to teach him to tell the truth. But he was taught to lie. He was taught to lie. One of the things about royalty is that when they speak, there's weight in their words. When kings talk, there's weight in their words. And it's amazing how that through many years, through so many different generations, we have lost more and more faith in words. Words have lost meaning more and more. So the problem really in the world, especially for those who are Christians, is the crisis of words. Words have lost their meanings. Words have lost their authority. And that's terrible. So We're trying. Can you imagine trying to believe God? Can you imagine that? Trying to believe God? It's a problem. See, sometimes we wonder, did God say something? If he did, was it for me? Did he mean me? Did he mean today? Oh, I know it's in the Bible, but crisis of faith. Imagine that we're having to teach people how to believe God. How would you feel if your son or your daughter came to you and said, Mommy, Daddy, can you help me trust you? Terrible day, right? Help me to trust you. I want to trust you. I have difficulty trusting you. Like he's been lying to you.